Did someone say Suika game, but it's a hot pot? Haha, nom 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 nom. Welcome to Hot Pot Game, the latest in the Suika redressings, as I like to call them, because this type of game has done very well recently, and so I'm seeing loads and loads of rethemings and clones of them. And this one took my eye because I do like games about food. Hot Pot Game is a Suika-like, and if you don't know what those are, that means that you'll be throwing ingredients into a confined space, hoping that you can merge two of the same thing together to kind of take you up the chain. So you'll start off with a couple of potatoes, merge them together and they become a slightly bigger prawn. Two prawns become a tomato, two tomatoes become a carrot, two carrots become a pumpkin. And it keeps going and going and going until you reach crab status. And then when you've got crabs, which is never a good sentence that you want to be saying, especially on a YouTube video, you will then start to have to work out how on earth you can kind of keep your crabs in the best place possible, and if you can merge two together, even better. Now, what Hot Pot Game brings differently to the table is a couple of different modes, but also lots of additional power-ups that's designed to try and sprinkle a little bit of seasoning onto this Suika-like so that it stands out from the crowd. Those power-ups unlock the more moves that you complete, and then you gain XP, and there's loads of them. So there might be the potato masher that will come in and take away all the potatoes. It could be that you've got a slingshot that might allow you to kind of lob something that's in the pot around somewhere else. It could be that something grows or something shrinks, or you want to swap places with two objects. Or it could be that you are then adding in coins into the pot, for example. There's loads of different variations, but they're all to do with either resizing, reshaping, or the ones that I found most powerful is the injector, which allows you to not just throw an ingredient at the top of the pot, you can inject it exactly where you're clicking, which then means that you can do a sneaky merge, which otherwise you might not be able to do if something's got buried underneath the ingredients. Not only are the ingredients all mucking about, you can change some of these power-ups to affect the pot too, but the pot always slowly returns back to its original size, so you just have to realise that it's a very short-term affair. It's game over when you start having ingredients poking out the top of the pot, and you've got 5 seconds in order to make sure something can get back inside the pot again, otherwise it's game over, unless you manage to get an amulet, which is one of the power-ups that will just make something explode and therefore keep you in play. Aside from the main pot style of the game, you've got a version with the power-ups and without the power-ups. There's then the magnet version, which turns it into a cylindrical 360-degree spinathon, which is constantly rotating around, and that totally changes up the game again and makes it feel and play very differently, which I wasn't quite prepared for. Each one of the 5 or 6 modes that are in this game have their own unique leaderboard with daily, weekly and all-time challenges and online leaderboards too. So if you are competitive, Hot Pot Game will keep you busy. This is one of the more playful and chaotic to some degree Suika games that I've played. I do like the theming. I do think that it's not going to be something you're going to come back to time and time and time again, but there's plenty of variation here to make it stand out from the other Suika-likes that are very carbon copy, cut and paste. At least this adds in some good theming and some unique skills into the game. Hot Pot Game is out now.